Hey guys, welcome back to my day 4 of 365 days challenge of becoming profitable trader. So what are we gonna learn today? For example, today we are gonna learn structure mastery, build deeper understanding of true market structure mapping and strengthening trading psychology, focus on connecting concepts together, not just learning them separately. Focus remains on discipline, clarity, and execution of learning. For, and trading education, we're gonna read chapter 3. Yeah, we're gonna learn chapter 3. And since we already finished chapter 1, chapter I mean the presentation, later chapter 1, chapter 2, that's 3 days. So today is day 4. Yeah, today is chapter 3. We will read chapter 3. I think it's gonna be 10 pages. It's gonna take us like, actually, throughout the video I will explain less, okay, because the video is getting long. So rather than I will explain the key point, key places, and rather than focusing on just all those subjects, we're gonna focus on the key point, key lecture. Yeah, so basically we're gonna learn the key. I'm gonna explain the key thing what I learned throughout the Trading in the Zone book, chapter 3, and basically focus on trading in the zone, thinking in probabilities, removing emotional attachment to trades, as accepting uncertainty, develop a stronger, more professional trading mindset. Second, SMC study lesson. Today we're gonna learn again break of structure, change of character, inducement, how structure flows, but more in a deep way, deep learning rather than yesterday was normal, like a knowing what this thing were, but today we're gonna learn in deep way from the YouTube video and study how structure connects, map structure step by step on chart, identify real versus fake structure, and later throughout the video again I will talk like mindset session. In fourth, we're gonna do chart observation, like we're gonna see ourselves in the chart and identify break of structure, change of character, and IDM. So let's start with a trading in the zone chapter 3. Guys, I just figured out right now that we have 15 pages of a trading in the zone to read chapter 3, but since we don't have that much time, I'm gonna read 7 pages. Let's start, okay? Chapter 3, take responsibility. Let's go. Guys, by the way, prepare your notebook because you have to, like you have to take all the notes. So prepare your notebook and let's start. Okay, guys, let's start. I had to do some settings. Shaping your mental environment. So, guys, this here is the gem. Like, basically, here it says, how can you structure yourself as a successful trader? For example, if you have willingness and desire to learn your for your passion to be successful, but if the willingness and desire to learn are your primary tools, then what is your medium? Here it basically explained. An artist creating a sculpture can choose to work in a number of mediums, clay, marble, or metal, for example. But if you want to create a new version of your personality that expresses itself as a consistently successful trader, you have only your beliefs and attitudes. So the way this guy Mark Douglas, he created this book, it is his lifetime work. Like, so he did put lot of work in this book, and we can see it, bro. Like, the information, the amount of this, the grand knowledge in this book is so so immense. Like if somebody reads all this book, he can achieve that dream, not dream but reality. And for example, there are so many things. Like for here, it says that mental structure. If you trade without like a fear, what separates from successful trader and normal like unsuccessful trader are successful trader have virtually eliminated the effect of fear and recklessness from their trading. These two fundamental characteristics allow them to achieve consistent result. When you acquire this mindset, you too will be able to trade without fear. You will no longer be susceptible to the multitude of fear-based errors. So this is basically like the amount of knowledge in this book is so immense. Like most of you guys are thinking like my English is bad, okay? Like I have, as you know, I live in Spain, and my accent, like Spanish accent and that English accent, like they don't match. So my maybe sometime I will talk little bit bad in English, but don't matter it, okay? Don't worry about that. But I can explain way better than most people. Let's start. Okay, guys, what I learned throughout this is that like most of the traders, they like the other half is the need to develop restraint. Excellent traders have learned that it is essential to have internal discipline or a mental mechanism to counteract the negative effect of euphoria or the overconfidence that comes from the string of winning trades. For a trader, winning is extremely dangerous. If you haven't learned how to monitor and control yourself, if we start from the premise that to create a consistency trader must focus their effort on developing a trader mindset, then it is easy to see why so many traders don't succeed. Instead of learning to think like traders, they think about how they can make more money by learning about the markets. It's almost impossible to not to fall into this trap. There are a number of psychological factors that make it very easy to assume that it's what you don't know about the markets that causes your losses, that causes your losses and lack of consistent result. Guys, like each like so fascinating. Like each paragraph and each pages of this book is so good for like in the trading way that we think the psychological and so, this book is so good. Like I will highly recommend if you can read this book. You can download it from anywhere. It's completely free. You got bunch of PDF in the internet throughout whole this. You can just search Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas, free PDF. You can find it anywhere in the internet. And if you want to buy the book, I think they got bunch of book to buy in in Amazon or different shopping, or you can buy even second hand. They got bunch of things. Like this book is the gem. We got gem here, bro. Okay, okay, let's start. So guys, this is the time we got, bro. So obviously, here it says that overall, overall, like the people who enter for the first time in the trade, when they put first trade and they win, they put another, they win, they win, they win, they win. The fear of putting other trade become nothing. Like they don't fear nothing, and is subsequent with convince them that there is nothing to fear then, and that trading is the easiest possible way to make money. This lack of fear translates into carefree state of mind, similar to the state of mind many great athletes describe as a zone. If you ever had the occasion to experience the zone in some sport, then you know. Like I think this is basically a pointing at the flow state. Like the flow state is where when you are doing some like your favorite sport, and you basically get so mesmerized in that sport that you, for example, I used to play football. Like sometime I used to enter the flow state where I would not care who is outside of the football ground. I will just pure focus inside the like the football camp, and inside, like, I will not get tired nor nothing. My performance will get will my performance will much more greater than the other time I was playing without flow state. Like flow state, basically, it's talking about flow state. Let's read. Guys, this is the gem we got here, where it's basically explaining that a normal person who just came into the world of finance, the world of trading, when he puts first trade, he wins. He puts second, he wins. He wins. Less, but he wins. And he start to think that trading is the easiest job in the world. And his his mind has absolutely no fear, and like the state of mind which has no fear. He has the same mind as a great athlete who has no fear of losing. So basically these people who just came into trading world, they have the same mindset as the successful trader who has the winning attitude, and a they have no fear putting trade. They have no fear in putting trade, and these at the same time can be blessing, but at the same kind it can be cursed, because if you are a trader, you are like winning, 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 and if you take one bad trade and everything you want just goes like this, evaporate, then you're gonna get depressed as hell and you want to win more money, and you will put more money, like at the same kind it can be good, and psychological way it can be bad also, because you may be forcing yourself to waste more money without rules, without any 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 laws, like you don't have any kind of psychology mindset. And I was same as the person he's explaining. I used to win a lot of at the first. Later, what happened? I lost one trade, and that one specific trade blew my whole account, and it basically crashed my mental state. So watch out this kind of thing that will happen to some of you who are starting trading. If you really want to start trading, just do demo trading for a month. We will also, throughout this series, we will do demo trading. Maybe at the sixth half of the 6 month, we will do demo trading, and later, after we are successful in the demo trading, I will probably buy some funded account. Okay, so let's go. So guys, here is it's basically explaining the risks of not accepting and risks of not preparing yourself mentally and psychologically way. And it's just based saying the story of the guy who had the winning rates and what will happen when you experience the losses the losses of trade which he hadn't anticipated it, and which he didn't thought that market will go in different way than he thought that he it will go in his way. That's the first pain, emotional pain that he's gonna suffer. And furthermore, maybe if he doesn't make himself more confidence and learning different kind of thing, then he will probably be losing. Let's start the So guys, what we learned here is that like throughout when we are child, basically child, we are bombarded with different kind of emotion, happy, sad, crying, sad, like so many kind of different emotion. People with power, people with more power than us, they inflict the damage, the pain to us in such a way, such a smart way, that they will let you think that the problem is you, instead of letting you think what happened, what kind of thing happened for you to process this kind of emotion. uh, they let you think that the problem is you, and the same way we reflect this kind of emotion in the market is that that we think that the market is the problem, or the instead of saying market is the problem, you should think what did you do wrong. That's the thing that is trying to explain this thing trying to explain to us. Let's move to last page. This is gonna be last page. Find a way to recognize the difference between the social norms you grow up with and the way the market works. You will continue to project your hopes, dream, and desire onto the market, believing it's going to do something for you. When it doesn't, you feel angry, frustrated, emotionally distraught, and betrayed. Taking responsibility means acknowledging and accepting at the deepest part of your identity that you, not the market, are completely responsible for your success or failure as a trader. Granted, the market purpose is to separate you from your money, but in the process of doing so, it also provides you with endless stream of opportunities for you to make for you to take money from it. Basically, the market is one, if one wins, other lose money. It's the game of winning and losing. And basically, trader means that we are pulling from those trillions of dollars that is moving around that market. Little percentage, boom. Like this is what trades mean. That we want some of those fruit from those endless fruits. Let's move. Let's read more. Guys, this is for right now. We're gonna read up to chapter like page 43, trading in the zone. Tomorrow we're gonna read chapter page 44 to page 52. So that's basically for today, a trading in the zone, and let's go watch SMC now. Hey guys, so let's watch this video to SMC structure mapping. Basically, yesterday we watched break of structure, inducement, change of character, liquidity, a, a higher time frame, fractional nature. Fractional nature was way before, but equal highs, equal lows, and liquidity. We watched this kind of thing yesterday, but today we will watch this video but in more depth. This video is in different language, so throughout the video I will explain to you guys. If you want to see this see video, you can search in YouTube. There are a bunch of videos explaining this, but we are learning. Okay, so structural mapping is so important that it will help us identify the trend, break of structure, inducement, and change of character. So in previous day we just watched the video of the explanation of this thing, like what they are and how they work. So today we are gonna learn in more depth like how this thing work. Whenever market is in uptrend, the break of structure happens. Market came from down and it went to up. It did a pullback and it did a break of structure. So basically what he's saying is that when market goes like this and it did this, when it sweeps this zone, it will do a IDM inducement, and when these go up and break this high, it will do break of structure. Break of structure. And same again, it comes, take this, it goes, break of structure. But if this structure comes here and break this low, it's possible change of character. I mean possible change of the from bullish to bearish sentiment. Same as I explained to you guys. So what he's basically explaining is that market. So yeah, guys, he's basically saying that if market goes this, it does break up its structure, it comes down, it moves in this parallel channel, or sometimes known as the consolidation zone, and it broke this known as IDM, and it goes again and does break of its structure. Same, moves up. He is saying that two things are important here. First, IDM. First is IDM, and second is break of structure. But candle has to close up like this. Candle has to close up the break of structure for it to be valid break of structure. Because if it does this and this, it may never break or can never break. The probabilities of its breaking again and going up is low, so it may calm down. He's saying first pull up, all the people. He's basically saying how can we validate a high and a low. Market came up and did idea, and it again went up. It did break of structure, and that part is known as the low confirmed. We don't know what is happening upward, but until if the low is not broken, then uptrend is still on. Market came up, did again IDM. It did IDM. We all know what the IDM means: inducement. Market created a valid high because it did IDM. When market does IDM and from down to up, it breaks the break of structure. The down is confirmed the higher low. For market to confirm the highs, it has to do IDM, and for market to confirm the high lower, it has to do IDM and later break of structure. Market goes up and it goes down, it creates lows, and it start to move in this parallel channel, and later it comes down and broke the previous low. It does the IDM and goes again up and does the break of structure, and this is how the high and low are confirmed, and break of structure and IDM. And for the break of structure to be valid, there are rules in SMC. For break of structure to be valid, The candle has to close whole body. If it only does wick, then it's liquidity sweep. That's not break of structure. If a candle comes and does sweep, it's known as liquidity sweep, not a break of structure. If a whole candle comes and broke, then that's known as the break of structure. This is the valid way to check if it is break of structure or not a break of structure. If there is no IDM, there is the break of structure also is not valid. Okay. And for example, in the downtrend, in the downtrend, what we do is like, I think, see, like for example, in downtrend, what is do is, for example, if we are in uptrend, like uptrend, market comes and it breaks the low, that's when the downtrend happens. Downtrend comes, it goes up, and again it goes up, it does IDM, and again it comes, it breaks this previous low, and it does a break of structure, again downtrend, up, and it break this lower high, IDM, again it comes again, does breaks the previous lower, and does break of structure. Same with same pattern here also, but different than uptrend, but it's similar, like you can understand it. It's not that difficult to understand this. For it to be valid IDM, it doesn't matter if it close whole body or just a week. It doesn't matter, it's still IDM if it close the week or the body closing. Body closing is only important in change of character and break of structure, BOC. Now we are going to understand how to source, point of interest, or a bunch of other stuff. By the way, guys, this is just for you to get idea how the market moves. You don't have to seriously learn this. It's just to like understand the perspective of the market, okay? So don't take it seriously. But you still have to learn it, like you have to know the basic. Like this is same as higher, lower, high, lower, high, low, high, low. Higher, 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 lower, higher, 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 lower. Basically showing the those structure, but inside of those structure there are a different structure like break of structure, IDM, and change of character, and liquidity sweep. We got bunch of other stuff also, mitigation block or breaker block. We will learn in future. As I said before, high is valid, but if market does IDM and it goes again break the previous high, break of structure, that's valid high. And the valid low is when it does IDM, goes up and it does break of structure, the low is valid low. Now he's gonna explain us how the chokis work. How the change of character works. Change of character works like this. Market is doing normal, okay, it does IDM, it goes up, okay, and when it does break of structure but came fast and break this is CHOC, change of character. I mean possible reversal to the downtrend or downtrend, but sometimes market all like sweeps this zone, like comes break this zone and again it does uptrend. This is all a game of probabilities, okay? So there is, it doesn't mean that you have, if you learn all this the market is gonna move in your way. No, this will never happen. This is just probabilities. The trading is game of probabilities. Everything is probability and success rate. Now guys, now how do we identify downtrend, change of character? Okay, market does normally, okay, IDM, it goes up, does break of structure, okay, it's try to do same thing, but market comes or sometimes it does IDM also, but it is straight goes and break this previous high, then change of character to uptrend, possible change of character to uptrend, same as the downtrend, uptrend, same probabilities, game of probabilities. Success rate works less than we think that it works, but this is just to learn the market structure, okay, through SMC method. Okay guys, we finished the video. The video will explain more about the rejection blocks or bullish block, like like candle patterns, but I think that it doesn't work that way because market is infinite possibilities, like infinite probabilities we got there, and we just have to learn the structure, like he explains more, but that is not necessary to learn. So today we learned depth in break of structure, inducement, and change of character, and we learn what it can do, and in the uptrend how it moves, and in the downtrend how it moves, and how the uptrend and how the uptrend moves from uptrend to downtrend, and how the downtrend goes from downtrend to uptrend. So that's for today SMC, and let's move on to chart, and we're gonna see in the chart, like we're gonna try to find break of structure, IDM, and change of character, and see if this works. Okay, okay guys, as we can see here, let's look at the structure. For we are right now, this is a downtrend. Okay, 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 inducement, break of structure, up, this is normal, normal, push again, inducement, up, break of structure, the market continues, goes up, inducement, but doesn't breaks this, so it goes up, the normal, it time pass, and it goes and break this, it goes and break these highs, change of character, the market is right now at downtrend. So this is right here the structure we learned today. Basically came down, break of structure, but your like, let's look at different time frame, because I think in this one is this 10-minute time frame. Let's go 10-minute time frame. Yeah, this is basically higher time frame. Okay, market went here, okay, this, here it did IDM, here it did break of structure, and break of structure came IDM, but since it didn't break this low, the change of character is still not verified. Goes up again, it does break of structure, comes, it did IDM, goes again, break of structure, your time pass, this is break of IDM, goes, break of structure, same, the trend continues. Again, goes, break of structure, like break of structure, IDM, goes up again, and IDM, break of structure again, and what happened is, gives IDM again, but it comes and break this low, change of character, change of character, and look at this, change of character, downtrend, from uptrend to downtrend. So guys, you may be thinking like, what, like, I know my explaining way is bad, I know my English is bad, but this is, I'm learning this again. Okay, I already watched this video multiple times, but like, I'm not interested in SMC, but I will also tell you that you should learn, because it gives you, it helps you learn the structure mastery, structure, how the structure works, and what is the trend right now. It helps if you are a beginner in trading. It helps you a lot. Like, it basically gives you the idea of how the market is right now. But later, if you learn all this SMC, you can't use it because you have to move on. Like, you have to learn different thing, the psychology, mindset, and much more. So today we did trading education, we did SMC, we did chart observation and mindset session. Thank you guys. That's for today. Hope you like day 4 of 365 days a challenge to become profitable trader, and let's see you guys in day 5.